Shelby Oaks. This is a movie that I've been very excited to talk about, but also very hesitant to talk about. So, I followed Chris Stuckman for years on his YouTube channel. He talked about wanting to make movies. If you don't know, Chris Stuckman's a famous YouTube reviewer. Uh, you know, if you watch my videos, you probably are someone who may not know who Chris Stuckman is by name, but you will recognize his face in his videos because they've definitely been recommended to you. Because if you like watching my movie reviews, you'll probably like watching his movie reviews, sort of thing. His are probably better. Well, not probably. They are better than mine. But you know, when he said he wanted to make a movie, I jumped at the opportunity. I donated $80 to his Kickstarter to help get this movie funded. In fact, proof I have of that. There's the poster on the wall right there. I was very excited to see him make a movie. I didn't really care if it was good or bad. It's just cool someone I followed for years and had dreams of making movies could do that. Because I'll be honest, I had dreams of making movies, and I'm still struggling to figure that stuff out, what my place is and what I'm really going to do in life. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to make movies. But just that hope and idea that I could because this guy did. You know what I'm saying? Um, that being said, I fell off of his content for some reasons that I don't need to get into that aren't necessary to the video. But yeah, I'm not the fan I used to be, and so I've been kind of hesitant about this movie because maybe the way I was feeling about his content was kind of might affect my thoughts in this review. And after seeing this movie, here's what I will say: this is a very mixed bag of a movie because Chris Stuckman is a guy who talks about movies. He loves them so much, and you can tell that. But he isn't like a masterclass like Quentin Tarantino, where Quentin Tarantino and Scorsese and Spielberg, they can really take their love of movies and make something fresh and different while still showing those influences on the screen. This movie kind of has some shortcomings where it's a lot of M. Night Shyamalan-isms, and if you know Chris, he loves M. Night Shyamalan. It's a lot of found footage genre stuff, The Witch Project, other things that he really loves. There's some Hereditary in here, The Ring, other kind of movies. And that's both to a fault and to a negative, where some of it is fantastic. I love some of the stuff he's doing here. Like some of the performances are really strong. You know, some of the atmosphere he's able to create. Certain sequences are really well directed sequences. But then there's other sequences that you could tell there were some budgetary issues, and you can't really hold him too much fault for that. But then there's other sequences where you could tell that's just an M. Night Shyamalan-ism, and I'm not really liking that, and I don't know. And this is also a movie that I think will intrigue a lot of his fans to check out, but won't really work for general audiences. Because when I got to the ending, I was really shocked that Chris ended the movie the way he did. He ended it in a way that did not make me feel like I left on a note that I would have ended the movie on. And that's a good thing, actually. He took some bold risk here as a filmmaker. So, do I recommend this movie? Honestly, yes. Just because we should support artists who make this transition from, know nothing to filmmaker, whether it be coming from YouTube or some online space. And, I think there is some merit to it. And I would recommend seeing it in the theater for that reason. Though I wouldn't be upset with you if you're like, this is a stream it, because this isn't a great movie. It's flawed, but that's okay. It has a lot of good things going for it, and I do really admire Chris and the things he was able to do with this movie, even if I truly did not love this movie. But yeah, so I just really want to make sure I got my review out for this movie, was able to talk about it, because I do love Chris Stuckman as just a human being who really just brought so much kindness and great things into the world, and been able to really do some great stuff, even if he is a very flawed filmmaker at current point. I'm still ready to see what he does next. And yeah, if you're watching this, bro, which you're probably not, you inspire guys like me. And I think that is something that he's even mentioned that he wanted to do, with this movie, and you succeeded, bro.